Hey there, it's Thursday, and here in North Carolina, it finally feels like fall, so yay. Um, so, today, again, is the day we talk about marriage. I'm Leslie Dories, your marriage coach. I am the founder of Foundations Coaching and the creator of the Hero Husband Project. And for most of the month, we've been talking about sex, yay, everybody's favorite topic, or sometimes not everybody's favorite topic. If you've been reading my blogs, you know I've made some suggestions about or pointed out some problems that both men and women have when it comes to sex. And, sex is one of those things that we want to have, nobody talks about, guilty of it. And one of the things that is really, really important is that sex isn't just about the physical act. I should say making love isn't about the physical act. Making love really, really means exactly what it says. We are making love to the other person. We are letting them know that they matter to us, that we want to connect with them on a deeper level. Not much makes us quite as vulnerable as in the moment of orgasm. We have to really trust the person that we're with. And as a result, we don't always give it the attention that it deserves. The sex act itself is pretty simple, doesn't necessarily take a lot of time, but to be done in a way that really connects us is a little bit more complicated. One of the things that I talk about with my clients is the freedom and the wonder and the generally pretty good sex that happens when we're on vacation. Now, mind you, I'm not talking about going on vacation to Disney World with the kids. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just spending the days together, just the two of you as a couple. It harkens back to our early days together when it was just the two of us, when we would be so enamored of each other that we stay up until all hours of the night. We would spend pretty much every waking moment thinking about how we could make the other person happy. We would be very interested in everything they had to say. They haven't had a vacation alone with their partner, since the baby was born. Let me tell you, you need to do that. But what we also need to do is still work to create the same conditions on a day-to-day basis. I'm going to tell you, if you think about the last time you and your partner had sex, I am pretty clear that, or I'm going to go out on a limb, but I don't think I have to go out too far and say I don't think it was ordinary Wednesday night at 10:30 p.m. Now, if it was, great, fantastic, more power to you. But for most of us, that's not when we have the best sex. We're tired. We may be thinking about what we need to do tomorrow. This is especially true for ladies. We may not feel great. And this is when sex ends up in sort of the obligation realm or in the let's just do it and get it over with. And that's not great sex. And that doesn't really connect us with our partners. What we want to do is create the mood. We want to create the idea that we're going to take time with each other. And this takes intention. Now, that doesn't mean we can't have sex on an average Wednesday night at 10:30. That's okay, but if that's the only kind of sex you're having, my guess is it's not great for either one of you. What we need to do is start doing the same kinds of things that we do when we're on vacation. Actually being present, spending time connecting with our partners outside of the bedroom. If your general way of having sex is, you say to your partner at 10 o'clock at night, hey, you want to have a date tonight? You might get a yes, and that's not a bad thing, but it's not all it could be. What we want to do is do the same kinds of things like we did when we were dating, where we actually are interested in finding out about our partner. We want to know how their day was. We want to know what they're thinking. We want to have connected with them non-sexually throughout the day, or at least through the evening when we've been home, so that it's the natural flow of things. And oh, by the way, not just waiting until nighttime is also another way. Now, I get it. You got kids. I've raised 2 of them myself. I know how it is. My husband and I actually got really lucky because there's a church that's not very far away from where we live, that the church, they have these church chimes go off at 9 o'clock in the morning. So we would always tell the kids, you cannot get out of bed until you hear the church bells. So that would give us time on a Saturday and Sunday morning to connect. Now, we may have had sex, we may not have had sex, but it was a way to connect with each other. If you can have lunch together, afternoon delight. There's a reason why that song was popular way back when I was really tiny, and I don't really remember it live. These are the things that make us feel connected. These are the things that will help, especially for women, because hate to tell you this, guys, but women don't have a light switch. I wish we did. Actually, we have a light switch to turn off. We don't have a light switch to turn on. We need time to feel into it. And I'm going to be honest, I think guys are the same. Now, whether or not guys are physiologically able to just jump right into sex, I'm not sure that's what they want emotionally. And what we really want, and the whole purpose of the physical intimacy, big word, intimacy, not just sex, is to connect on that complete level. And that takes time. And if you're thinking that you have to do Facebook or do another email or watch the TV show, you're missing the point. If you feel like you just can get one more chore in, you're missing the point. What keeps your marriage alive and functioning and feeling good throughout the years is having you and your partner make time for your marriage, make time to be together, make time to have really good sex. And if you're struggling with that, if maybe you're one of the people, and there are a lot of them right now, who are living in sexless marriages, first take a look at the pattern. Or if your sex life isn't what you want it to be, take a look at the pattern and see what you can do to change it up on your own. If that doesn't work, get help. There are many people, myself included, who work on this area. And I got to tell you, I know it's hard. It's hard to talk about sex with your partner, let alone with a complete stranger. But you want your marriage to be everything it could be. You don't just want to be roommates. You want to have that connection that brought you together in the first place. And it does not have to die. Marriage does not have to be the place where sex goes to die. Trust me. So hopefully you found that helpful. And if you want some help with that, or even if you just have any questions about it, just put them down in the comments below. I promise I will get back to you. Or give me a call or shoot me an email, because this is an important aspect of your life, of your marriage. And don't let it just die at the death of 1,000 cuts, okay? You can do something about it, and hopefully you got some good help today. And until next week, stay loving.